Imagine being just 8 years old, your knees pressed into the cold dirt behind your father's food stall in bustling Edo 1702. The air is thick with the scent of mackerel, vinegar, and lingering smoke. Your hands sting from scrubbing fish guts in icy water, and your kimono clings to you, heavy with the day's work. Every movement is watched, every mistake, like spilling vinegar on a customer, met with your father's sharp scolding. The alley is alive with the hum of flies and the rising steam from pots of soup and grilled eel. Here, you are part of the background, blending into the smells and sounds of lunch, unnoticed and unremarkable. In this world, you're more a shadow than a person. No one really sees you, not even your own family. You're just another pair of small hands, another set of tired eyes. The alley's chaos swallows you up, and you begin to believe that being invisible is simply your fate. But today, something changes. Today, someone finally looks at you, really looks, and that single moment will alter the course of your life forever. The mouth of the alley, two women appear. Instantly, you know they don't belong here. Their robes shimmer in the sunlight, silk moving like koi fish in a pond. Their hair is sculpted high, glossy and black, almost like lacquered armor. Their faces are pale, painted to perfection, resembling delicate porcelain dolls. They glide through the grime without ever touching it, moving with a confidence that makes the street feel like theirs alone. One of the women kneels in front of you, her perfume slicing through the heavy smells of fish and vinegar. She gently tilts your chin up, examining your teeth as if you're a piece of fruit at the market. Her hands turn yours over, checking your nails, your wrists, even your ears. You try to stay still, but you flinch anyway. She only smiles, as if she's found exactly what she was looking for. Second woman steps forward, her movements deliberate and graceful. She hands your father a small pouch which lands in his palm with a heavy, unmistakable thud. The sound is clear money and more than your family has ever seen. You don't understand what's happening, not at first, but the look on your father's face, the way he avoids your eyes, tells you everything you need to know. Call out to your father, confusion and fear rising in your chest, but he won't meet your gaze. The women take your hand, their grip gentle but unyielding. You're led away from the only world you've ever known, your father's silence echoing louder than any words. The alley, once so familiar, fades behind you as the women guide you toward an uncertain future. By sundown, you find yourself behind the red gates of Yashiwara, Edo's sealed pleasure district. The air is thick with the scent of perfume and incense, a stark contrast to the fish and vinegar you've always known. Lanterns glow overhead like tiny moons, casting a soft, enchanting light over streets paved with silk and laughter. But beneath the beauty there's an unspoken truth. Yashiwara is a world behind walls, a place people enter but never truly leave. Yashiwara is unlike anything you've ever seen. It's a city within a city designed to dazzle and captivate. The laughter and music that fill the air mask the reality that this is a place of confinement. Here, beauty is everything and freedom is just a memory. The walls are high, the rules strict, and escape is impossible. You realize quickly that you are no longer just a child, you are part of a world that exists only to be admired. Women tell you that your old name doesn't matter anymore. From this moment on, you are Kimuro, a child attendant in a high-ranking house. Your past is erased, replaced by a new identity and a new set of expectations. You're not here to be raised or cared for. You're here to be polished, shaped into something beautiful and valuable for the world behind these walls. Your days as Kimuro begin with lessons in service. You learn to pour tea with perfect grace, to carry trays without a sound, and to move through rooms as quietly as a shadow. Every gesture is practiced, every mistake corrected. The women watch you closely, their eyes missing nothing. You quickly understand that your value here depends on how well you can blend in, how seamlessly you can become part of the house's beauty. Life in the house follows a strict routine. Mornings begin early with cleaning and preparations for the day's guests. You sweep floors, dust shelves, and polish every surface until it gleams. The older attendants teach you the proper way to bow, to greet visitors, and to anticipate every need before it's spoken. Every day is a test and every task is a lesson in discipline. As Kimuro, your appearance is carefully managed. You wear robes of fine fabric, your hair styled in elaborate ways that make you look older than your years. The process is uncomfortable at first, tight sashes, heavy ornaments, and hours spent sitting still while your hair is arranged. But soon you learn that every detail matters. How you look is as important as how you serve. Politeness is an art form in Yashiwara. You're taught to bow deeply, to speak softly, and to always smile no matter how tired or sad you feel. The older women correct your posture, your tone, even the way you walk. Every interaction is a performance, and you quickly learn that your survival depends on your ability to please. House is governed by countless rules. There are rules for speaking, for eating, for moving from room to room. Breaking even a small rule brings swift punishment. You learn to memorize every instruction, to watch the older attendants for cues, and to never draw attention to yourself. The pressure to be perfect is constant, and mistakes are not easily forgiven. You're not alone in the house. Other children, also Kimuro, share your fate. Some are quiet and withdrawn, others try to make friends. Together you form a silent bond, understanding each other's fears and hopes without needing words. At night you whisper stories of your old lives, clinging to memories that grow fainter with each passing day. The highest-ranking women in the house are the Oiran, beautiful, powerful, and distant. They move through the halls like queens, their every gesture commanding respect. You watch them from afar, both afraid and fascinated. They are the standard you're meant to aspire to, the living embodiment of everything Yashiwara values. Much of your training comes from observation. You watch the older attendants and the Oiran as they entertain guests, serve tea, and move with effortless grace. Every movement is a lesson, every word a clue to the world you're now part of. You practice in secret, hopping to one day move with the same confidence and poise. Expectations in Yashiwara are heavy. You're reminded daily that your worth is tied to your ability to please, to be beautiful, to never make mistakes. The pressure is overwhelming and you often feel like you're carrying a weight much too heavy for your small shoulders, but there's no room for weakness here, only the strong survive. Despite being surrounded by people, loneliness is your constant companion. The house is always full, guests, attendants, and entertainers, but true connection is rare. You learn to keep your feelings hidden, to smile even when you want to cry. The loneliness becomes a part of you, shaping the person you're becoming. In this harsh world, small acts of kindness stand out. An older attendant shares a sweet with you, or a gentle word is whispered when you're struggling. These moments are rare, but they remind you that compassion still exists, even in a place built on appearances. You hold on to these memories, letting them warm you on the coldest nights. Serving tea is more than a chore, it's a ritual. You learn the precise way to hold the cup, the exact temperature the tea should be, and the perfect moment to bow. Every detail matters and every mistake is a lesson. Over time, the ritual becomes second nature, a small comfort in an otherwise unpredictable world. In Yashiwara, how you look is everything. You're taught to walk with poise, to keep your hair and clothes immaculate, and to always present yourself as a work of art. The pressure to be beautiful is relentless, and you quickly learn that even the smallest flaw can draw criticism. Appearance is power, and you must master it to survive. Laughter fills the halls of Yashiwara, but it's often tinged with sadness. The guests laugh loudly, entertained by the performances and the beauty around them. But behind the laughter, you sense a longing for something real, something lasting. You learn to laugh along even when you don't feel like it, blending your voice into the chorus of the house. At night, Yashiwara transforms. Lanterns cast a warm, golden glow over the streets and music drifts through the air. The world outside the walls fades away, replaced by a dreamlike atmosphere. For a moment, you can almost forget where you are, losing yourself in the beauty and magic of the night. Despite the beauty, you never stop dreaming of escape. You imagine slipping through the gates, running back to your old life and being free again, but you know the truth: no one leaves Yashiwara. The walls are too high, the rules too strict. Still, hope lingers, a quiet rebellion in your heart. Beauty in Yashiwara comes at a price. The hours spent perfecting your appearance, the pain of tight sashes and heavy ornaments, and the constant pressure to be flawless all take their toll. You begin to understand that beauty here is both a gift and a burden, something to be admired but also something that traps you. Every day brings new lessons. You learn to play instruments, to dance, to recite poetry, and to entertain guests with stories and songs. The training is relentless, but you begin to see improvement. Each skill you master brings a small sense of pride, a reminder that you are more than just a pretty face. The house operates on a strict hierarchy. The Warin are at the top, followed by senior attendants, and finally the Kimuro. Each level comes with its own privileges and responsibilities. You quickly learn your place, understanding that respect must be earned and that ambition can be dangerous. Guests are the lifeblood of Yashiwara. They come seeking beauty, entertainment, and escape from their own lives. As Kimuro, you're expected to greet them with a smile, to serve them tea, and to make them feel welcome. Every guest is different, and you learn to read their moods, anticipating their needs before they even speak. The guests bring stories from the outside world, tales of adventure, love, and loss. You listen closely, hungry for news of the world beyond the walls. These stories become your window to a life you can only imagine, fueling your dreams and reminding you that there is more to the world than Yashiwara. Being taken from your family is a wound that never fully heals. You think of your father, of the life you left behind, and wonder if he ever thinks of you. The pain of separation is sharp, but you learn to hide it, burying your feelings beneath layers of politeness and routine. Time passes, marked by the changing seasons. Cherry blossoms fall in spring, lanterns float in summer, and snow blankets the streets in winter. Each season brings new festivals, new routines, and new challenges. The beauty of Yashiwara is ever-changing, but the walls remain the same. Dressing each day is a ritual in itself. Layers of silk are wrapped around you, sashes tied tight, and ornaments placed carefully in your hair. The process is long and often uncomfortable, but it's a reminder of your role in this world. Every detail is checked, every flaw corrected before you step into the public eye. Conversation is an art in Yashiwara. You're taught to listen more than you speak, to flatter without being obvious, and to always keep your true feelings hidden. The older women teach you the subtle ways to guide a conversation, making guests feel important while revealing nothing of yourself. Loyalty is everything in the house. You're expected to obey the older attendants, to support your fellow Kamuro, and to never question the rules. Loyalty is rewarded, but betrayal is punished harshly. You learn quickly that trust is rare and that you must be careful with your words and actions. Festival nights in Yashiwara are dazzling. The streets are filled with music, dancing, and laughter. Lanterns light up the night and everyone dresses in their finest robes. For a few hours, the house feels alive with joy and you can almost forget the hardships of daily life. Obedience is demanded at all times. You follow orders without question, knowing that defiance brings punishment. The cost of obedience is high. You lose a little of yourself each day, your dreams and desires fading as you become what the house wants you to be. Deep down, you hold on to secret longings, memories of your family, dreams of freedom, hopes for a different life. These feelings are dangerous, so you keep them hidden, sharing them only in whispers with the other Kimuro. They become your secret strength, a reminder that you are still yourself beneath the layers of obedience. Years pass and you grow older. The routines become second nature, the rules easier to follow. But the longing for freedom never fades. You watch new Kimuro arrive, their faces filled with the same fear and confusion you once felt. You try to offer comfort, remembering the kindnesses that helped you survive. Over time, the Kimuro form a sisterhood. You support each other through the challenges, sharing laughter and tears. These bonds become your family, giving you strength to face each day. Together, you find moments of joy even in the harshest circumstances. The world outside sees only the beauty of Yashiwara, never the sacrifices made by those within. You give up your childhood, your freedom, and your dreams to become part of this world. The sacrifices are invisible, but they shape everything you do, leaving marks that never fully fade. Memory becomes your refuge. You hold on to the sights, sounds, and smells of your old life, your father's voice, the taste of simple food, the feel of dirt beneath your knees. These memories keep you grounded, reminding you of who you are and where you come from. Even in the darkest moments, hope remains. You dream of a future beyond the walls, of a life where you are free to choose your own path. Hope is fragile, but it gives you the strength to endure, to keep going even when everything feels impossible. You never forget that there is a world beyond Yashiwara's walls. The stories you hear, the memories you keep, and the dreams you nurture all point to a life outside. One day you hope to see it for yourself, to step beyond the gates and reclaim your freedom. Your journey as Kimuro is one of loss and transformation. You are shaped by the world of Yashiwara, but you never lose the core of who you are. Your story is a testament to resilience, to the power of hope, and to the strength it takes to survive in a world that values beauty above all else. And as you look back, you realize that even in the darkest places, there's always a glimmer of light.